Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to come in and just kind of tell you guys what happened to me. Why was I sick? Why was I on bed rest? What simply happened to me? So I don't know if you guys got to see my other video that I was talking about that I had uterine fibroids. So what this is, okay, so what is a fibroid? It is I wrote notes so I can be on track. So a fibroid is in your uterus. It's a non-cancerous tumor and it can grow. And mine grew to be the size of a 16-week-old baby in my belly. And what is it that I had to make me find out that I had these fibroids? Well, going back in May, I had my period and I started having extremely heavy periods that I was even staining myself. So I remember I was at a party and my friend had to loan me her leggings because it went through my shorts and my shorts were beige. That was very embarrassing, and I've never had heavy periods like that. Every single month it got heavier and heavier, where I would have to wake up every hour and a half from my sleep to go change. Not too long ago I went to Fridays and we had to literally leave. Thank goodness I had black leggings. I completely saved myself. It was like it wouldn't stop. It was like I changed myself and I had to change again. Like it was really, really bad. And it was just getting to an unbearable point in my life where I couldn't go anywhere. So I've heard a lot of women who relate to this, who've had these issues. Another thing is I would get extremely bloated. I was taking product like my ketones, right? And my ketones, which I'm drinking now, True Passion, helps with bloating and stuff like that. And I was like, why is this bloating not going away? It's not normal. The bloating is supposed to go away. And it just wasn't. I thought it was maybe seltzer water or something. I didn't know, but with the fibroids, you get completely bloated. No matter what you eat, you get bloated. There's no that going away. So I was like, what is going on? I also felt a ball in my stomach. It felt like a ball like this big. And it was just so weird. I still feel like the ball, it's bigger, but I have been feeling it shrink since the surgery, which I'll get into now. Just telling you step by step what happened. So I was like, you know what, this isn't normal. So around the end of November, beginning of December, I went to the doctor. Oh, not to mention, another thing too is when I was working out with my trainer, I got extremely dizzy. And he's like, are you sure you're not pregnant? I'm like, I don't think I'm pregnant. I mean, I've been getting my periods on time, whatever. So he's like, all right, so why don't you just get a pregnancy test done or whatever? Because the way you're getting really dizzy right now with heavy lifting, that's how my pregnant client gets. I was like, okay, so whatever. Didn't think much of it. Went ahead, got a pregnancy test, wasn't pregnant. I said, let me go ahead and make an appointment for the doctor. Because another thing too is after working out, I felt like I couldn't function the rest of the day. I was extremely tired. I started having to take naps during the day. Whatever. Went to the doctor, got my blood work done. Then the doctor, I was like, look, he ended up doing, my OBGYN ended up doing also the Pap Smear. You could do it in the doctor's office. So the woman did it, whatever. He came back and then I told him, I know this sounds weird, but I feel a ball in my stomach. Can you feel it? So he's like, sure, whatever. And he's like, oh my God, you're right. I think you have fibroids. I'm like, what is a fibroid? Like, I've never heard this before. So that's when I started getting into learning what it was. He took me to get an vaginal ultrasound. I did that. Sure enough, I had a fibroid. So then the doctor said, you need a hysterectomy. I was like, a what? Come again? No. So I went to an OBGYN who told me there's so many different things. There's a hysterectomy, there's a myectomy, there's a bunch of other things. I did my own research, because as you should. And I saw that you can get a fibroid embolization. And I was like, what is that? So I went ahead and looked it up, and I also looked at some other videos of some other women who have gotten it done. And a fibroid embolization surgery is basically a super small incision. Like, I'm still a little purple there because it's a little like bruised or whatever. So basically they're injecting these beads, these particle beads. Hey, these particle beads, okay? and they inject it into the vein that feeds the blood to the fibroid so that it can stop collecting the blood and die. So the reason I had heavy bleeding, it's because having a baby vampire in my stomach is what it's called. Basically, having a baby vampire is what I had, or I guess still have, because it's dying out. So let's continue. It feeds off of blood. It feeds off of the meats, everything. So it wants you to eat meat and all this other stuff. Basically feeds off all my blood. That's where my anemia came in. So the doctor's like, you're very anemic. You're at 8. You're supposed to be at a 12. If you get to a 7, I'm sending you to the hospital to get a blood transfusion. I started crying. I was like, what is happening to me right now? I was extremely healthy. So I started crying. I started freaking out. So I went ahead and I started drinking things to boost my blood up. I started to take the red pills for anemia. I started to take this other product. I forgot the name of it right now, but it started really helping me. And I would have to drink ketones for my energy. You know, I would have to drink, you know, coffee or whatever. So I'm gonna keep going. Then I contacted a place, couldn't get it done. They took forever to call me back, found another place. I needed to get an MRI, got an MRI. It was extremely big. This is why I wasn't sleeping well. My back would hurt, all these different things, because it's like having a baby inside of me. I stopped working out. I haven't worked out since like November, December. I haven't really worked out because I would get really tired. My anemia was bad. This has been a cycle for me, you guys. This is why I have been MIA. So finally, I got the fibroid embolization on May 7th. I'm doing okay now. It takes 4 days to recover. It is very, very painful, let me tell you. It is extremely painful. So when I got out, I threw up at least 10 times. Thank you, Diana. I am very happy to be better as well. Let me tell you, I threw up 10 times. I even took Oxycontin pills, just one. Made me feel really bad, and it's like having heroin, basically. That's what they say it is, right? So I said, you know what, I'll stick to the ibuprofen. I don't know why they didn't prescribe me Percocet, but whatever. I had the ibuprofen. Carlos had to constantly cut it up because it's just too big for me, so I'll take pieces to take that. I did it every 4 hours. Let's see what else. I needed help to walk because I could barely walk. I felt like my grandmother. I really couldn't walk for like 2 days, and then little by little the pain just started getting better. I started to feel like myself again, and I finally feel like myself again now. If I feel great, you know, I actually did a leg workout today. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. Home workout, and just little by little. So starting my fitness routine, starting some new products on Monday. So if you want to know what those products are, let me know. It's not keto or anything, something completely different. And I'm starting that on Monday. So for those of you who are interested in the information on that, and basically starting my weight loss journey. My stomach has looked like I have been pregnant. It has not motivated me to take selfies, has not motivated me to do anything, like dress up. Like I have been dressing up, but not like before, you know. And that's basically that's where my journey, that is my journey with having uterine fibroids. And those little particles that got injected to the vein that feeds the fibroid will now make the fibroid die, and within 3 to 6 months it starts to shrink like a raisin, and my stomach will continue to go down, and I'll be able to lose the weight. And yeah, really excited. So that is my journey. That is what I've been through. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. If you feel that you have any of these symptoms and you need help, if you are in the Miami or Broward area and you need a doctor to recommend, my doctor has been great. Extremely helpful, like literally. I couldn't be more grateful. They just put minor anesthesia. They didn't like they gave me like that volume to put me to sleep in my IV, and that was pretty much it. And then I had to be fasting that day before going in. and then a little anesthesia, but that was pretty much it. So the reason I threw up so much is because I didn't have anything in my stomach. They told me they gave me enough of that volume for like a 300-pound person, because I just wouldn't fall asleep. Guess I just wanted to see what was going on. But that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I am not vegan, but I'm eating way less meat than I was before. I have a lot of healthy meals. I don't cut out carbs. I still have my carbs, but I have good carbs. So today after my little workout, I had banana, had half of a banana. I shared it with Destiny. She had the other half. I had a little bit of peanut butter on there and a little bit of Hershey syrup, just like very small amount. Then I also had 2 hard-boiled eggs with everything but the bagel seasoning. So that is what I had earlier today. And Carlos is taking me out to eat today, well, taking us out to eat today. I'm not sure where we're going. He gave me 3 options, so I'll see which one I choose. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching my video. I'll talk to you soon.